The first monument of the season finally here. A race loaded with prestige, history and heroes. Welcome to the highlight show of the 106th Milan-San Remo. Starting in Milan and ending on the Via Roma of the beautiful San Remo. At just 7 kilometres shy of the 300 mark, it's the longest one-day professional road race.
Here's the breakaway then, just starting these little foothills almost as they come towards the Cipressa and Poggio. So you can see the speed of the peloton really has started to increase now. More and more teams sending their domestiques and riders towards the front to get their guys into good position.
53 seconds is the gap. We have a four-man breakaway only. Sky have started to turn on the taps, as you can see. It was called for, the first injection of pace by the chasers, by Peter Sagan and Tinkoff Saxo. Joining the fun as well were Movistar, Valverde, who's good in so many departments, and don't count him out. Also up there as well, we think working for Lobato though, for the Movistar team. A nasty surface, and they're calling them motorcycles to get out of the way as well, and there's a lot of riders who are down and staying down. This is not what you want to see.
Right. Oh, and Sky went down.
It was.
That's why we've got 3 Sky riders off the front.
But right now it is, to the look of it, Dilla who has gone for this. Who's going to bridge over and who's going to fancy it? This is the first little skirmish, of which there will be many.
Yeah, this is one of the early attacks. The big guys, of course, are going to be waiting as long as they possibly can. But the likes of Vincenzo Nibali, the big climbers, the guys that can really go full throttle from start to finish on a climb like today, like the Cipressa, aren't going to be able to leave it too long. If they want to be in for a chance of winning this race, they're going to have to go pretty soon. Big
pickup by another BMC rider, and I think that is, if I'm not mistaken, it's Stibar that's actually kicked and is just going to try and have some fun for Etix Quickstep. They want satellite riders up the road so that they can bridge to them and go on the attack. A great effort by him. Look at that, this is proper. 17 kilometres, G starting at, well, he was available at 200 to 1 not that long ago. I imagine he's shortening rapidly as we speak, and significantly he's not looking behind. He's not trying to find out where everybody else is. This was the moment that Daniel Oss decided to light it up, and he's been tagged by Geraint Thomas. 14.3 kilometres to go, only 20 seconds now, but 20 seconds to some capable riders up front. Some teams are going to have to start considering this as serious.
I can tell you that sitting ominously in around about 10th place is a man we haven't talked much about at all in this race, and that is Alejandro Valverde. Geraint Thomas gets rid of the BMC rider Daniel Oss, but that could mean a disaster for Geraint Thomas, because of course BMC, as I said before, have got multiple riders behind, and they will now start chasing and setting things up for their team leaders, Greg Van Avermaet and Philippe Gilbert.
Sagan must feel like all his Christmases have come at once for the time being. He's got a couple of men who are motivated in front of him. He's not being lent on for the time being, and then suddenly he finds himself at the front and thinks, you know what, I'm just going to have to go for this, because in an out-and-out sprint maybe there are others here. Maybe he looks at those who are around him and thinks, I've got the beating of them all. Big turn they make, they're heading for the final line, and it is Katusha right now. Oh, Degenkolb's involved, and he just has a little bit of a shoulder war going on. Still we wait, we want a heads-up shot as quickly as we possibly can. Here we are.
Christoph in 2nd place, Michael Matthews there in 4th. We've also got, I think, Tim Wellens up there with a teammate on his wheel. Is that Chris Bookman? He's a good sprinter. Degenkolb's there. Sagan further down. Nasser Bouhanni is here from Cofidis.
All of a sudden, he's a prize fighter, but what's Matthews got? Can he stick one on them? The Orica Green Edge man has a look. He stays by the barriers. He's going to have to come out and play his hand. He's boxed in at the moment by Degenkolb, and they're going for the line. Matthews is not going to make it there, I'm afraid. Oh, what a superb run that was. John Degenkolb, he nails it. We haven't seen anything of him all day, and the man with the smallest moustache has the biggest smile on the planet. Degenkolb brings it in. Fantastic race. Degenkolb takes it ahead of Christoph, Michael Matthews, Peter Sagan, Bonifacio, Nasser Bouhanni, Cancellara, Kimolai, Galopin, Bosenhagen. It's a great top 10, but what a great winner we've got. He's won the Milan-San Remo, and it is a great feeling.
It's the scene on Via Roma in San Remo. It's a beautiful sunny day. First time in a lot of years that we've had such good weather for the 107th edition of the Milano-San Remo, presented by Nomed Sport. 291 kilometres today, a day when the tension rises slowly as the kilometres pass. Drama and excitement save for an ending in which anything and everything can happen. Goodbye to the breakaway. done for the day. 25 kilometres to go, and Astana, Tinkoff and the rest. And I've just seen Stybar at the front, in fact, as here goes Giovanni Visconti. Time for a gon the Cipressa. Movistar want to light this up, and he's going to be chased straight away. Sky involved, Ian Stander doing his best to chase it down. Counter-attacks coming from the front, attempting to try and bridge this gap.
Well, Daniel Oss and Sabatini, two Italians from BMC and Ethics Quickstep respectively, are the two riders trying to make the junction up towards the front of the race. So we might have a four-man group coming together here in a few moments' time.
9.9 kilometres to go, and this is the big one. If you want to make your move, make it now. For the sprinters, it's all about hanging on. BMC want to make it hard for Greg van Avermaet. 4Ks to go, 3 seconds. Kwiatkowski is giving it a go.
Well, Ethics Quickstep did very well to get on the wheel of Cancellara there, because he's gapped the rider in third. He's trying to make his way across to Kwiatkowski, who's still, in fact, he's been caught.
Oh, Kwiatkowski caught then. Those time gaps not quite right. It's all still together. A few little gaps now in the peloton as we're coming up to the very, very end. It is Gaviria, I think, up the front there. Fernando Gaviria is the fastest, without doubt, ahead of these few riders. On the left-hand side, Nasser Bouhanni as Gaviria goes down. Gaviria is down. Oh, we were marvelling at the fact he was there, and we're into the final few hundred metres. Watch out for Bouhanni on the left-hand side in the red. 200 to go now as we're on Via Roma. On the right-hand side, it is, of course, Arnaud Demar as well. On the left, though, they're going with it. Oh, and look at this. I'm not sure Bouhanni's going to have it. Swift is in there. Demar is there. Oh! And Arnaud Demar. That is huge. He won a stage in Paris-Nice. He now has a monument, and this man will be wondering how on earth he didn't manage to do it. Gaviria's crash sent chaos waves through the peloton, and it's Arnaud Demar who shocks everybody after crashing earlier on in the day. Not even he can believe it. Magnifique from the Frenchman. A Frenchman takes a monument, and it's Arnaud Demar who beats Ben Swift. And in third place we have Jürgen Blulotz there. However, I'm pretty sure that is a transponder issue. And in third place, we're most likely going to have Tony Galopin.
It is the 108th Milan-San Remo, the first of the year's monuments, 291 kilometres, and as you can see from the sea down below us here, it is pretty calm today. Peter Sagan is out-and-out favourite as the world champion starts this race, but plenty of others are there to challenge him, of course. Dangerous moment. Here is that transition. So that's the start of the climb, essentially, for these guys, and everyone else has got to fit into that gap. It's going to be difficult. Here we go. Big kick off the inside. Everyone spat over to the left-hand side of the road, and who's going to be tempted to reach out for glory here? Well, they continue to grind into this, and why not? Fantastic push rolling in. Tim Wellens decides that it's time to kick on and goes for it. Now, Tim Wellens from this sort of distance is very dangerous and almost catching out the motorcycle here, who was on that hairpin, really struggled to get around the corner.
Well, the job that Dumoulin's doing here now is just to try and eliminate as many sprinters as possible, and even if you don't eliminate them, at least put the hurt on their legs so that they've got a diminished sprint at the end. Because, as I said, Michael Matthews, of all of the climbers, all of the sprinters, is one of the better climbers. The trouble that they and everybody else has got is Peter Sagan. The way he's riding up this climb at the moment, he's making it look so easy, and I can tell you that this has been a tremendously high pace all the way up the Cipressa so far. 22.7 kilometres remaining. Very good riding by Bora Hansgrohe here. We often see Sagan slightly isolated at this point in big races, but they've still got two riders there in front of him, and they've been very crucial this last couple of minutes in making sure that they got to the front quick, smart, and didn't allow this small attack to go too far up the road. And in fact, it's been caught now. Great job, Bora Hansgrohe. Need to stay vigilant towards the front now and keep Peter Sagan up there, but he's looking incredibly good, Sagan.
Three as well from Team Lotto Jumbo, and here we go. Peter Sagan just picks it up off the front. In fact, we're drifting away from it. It's Colbrelli that tries to stay with him. Oh, this is fantastic. Just behind as well, Felina is also involved, but Sagan here, this is his big role right now. He wants to bring this one home alone, and he might well just do it. Viviani, I think the alarm bells have gone off, and Alaphilippe is also trying to stay with him at the moment, kicking off and trying to sail into this void, but they can't do it. In fact, it's Kwiatkowski who's trying to mark him out at the moment, I beg your pardon. But Sagan still goes, the power of the man, and he's pouring it on everyone at the moment. 5.9 to go. Who's going to get the drop? Kwiatkowski's going to try and go over the top, but how do you jump a man like the world champion? Not if I've got anything to do with it, he says. He powers into the line. Sagan the Great, Peter the Great. Is he going to make it stick? Kwiatkowski tries to come around the outside. Kwiatkowski's there, they bunch up. Kwiatkowski has a lead. Oh, I can't tell you. I cannot tell you at the line. That was incredible. Either Kwiatkowski or Sagan. I think it's Kwiatkowski who got him at the very last. The man who won the Strade Bianche. What a finish. It could be any of them.
And here they are. Kwiatkowski takes it ahead of Peter Sagan and Julian Alaphilippe. 5 seconds back. Christoph with Gaviria, the out-and-out favourite, some said today, possibly alongside Sagan. Mikhail, of course. And he has taken a huge victory here. Former world champion, of course. He's really refound his mojo, winning Strade Bianche. And now, the Milan-San Remo.
Well, as you can see, these were the scenes down at the start line today in Milan, pouring with rain. It has dried up throughout the day, but it was exactly what the riders would have feared as they signed on today.
Bit of slow motion. Oh, my word. Well, I would imagine the car driver is, well, he obviously thinks he's not a problem. I'm off the race route. More and more riders starting to group up now towards the front. Nibali is there.
Franco Pellizotti, Sonny Colbrelli, 3 big-name Italian riders, all alongside each other. But principally, it's still the same riders doing the work on the front. Rowe, Sagan and de Klerk. 46.4k to go. Here we go, here's the instance, Rob.
On the inside of a bend there, touch of wheels. Is that McClay?
Yeah, it looks like the bearded figure of Dan McClay just holding his hands up, almost in apology to his teammate there, as if to suggest that might have been his fault. He's starting. Oh, and another little pinch point down a Gazprom Rusvelo rider. In fact, that's Firzanov, Sergei Firzanov, and that's Villamoz, I think. Yeah, it is indeed. Alexis Villamoz from Étoile Mondiale, who's down. And Marcel Kittel now in a little bit of bother. Marcel Kittel right towards the back and already finding the pace, even on the Campomata, not to his liking. Is that Vincenzo Nibali himself towards the front from Bahrain Merida? It is indeed Vincenzo Nibali, looking round, looking like he is twitching, waiting to see where the rest of his team are. Nathan Haas from Katusha Alpecin with the beard alongside Peter Sagan, who looks very comfortable. Christophe Laporte there too. Michael Matthews also in the frame, but it's all about Groupama FDJ. Bahrain Merida now charging up on the right-hand side of the road as the drag race is on once again. Just 3 kilometres to go towards the Poggio, and it's almost as if it's a finish line in its own right. Up the left-hand side of the road from Katusha Alpecin. Look at that, barging for position between Conor Valovas and Vincenzo Nibali, and it's Nibali who gets what he wants.
And, well, the left-hand side, oh, big crash! Big crash coming off the roundabout there.
Okay, and they're still going down. One rider from Team Dimension Data has continued to pick themselves up. Oliver Nason's being delayed. Yeah, not again.
I think it's Cavendish has hit the barrier, coming off the roundabout.
That's almost done for the entire Astana team as well. I think it's the last back, possibly it's Cavendish once again who has hit the deck. Now what's happened here, just a switch, and he's hit the central reservation there. His bike's gone, and he's absolutely catapulted over the handlebars and landed once again extremely heavily.
Well, he hit that heavy. Fingers really crossed heavily. He is okay, but taking a lot of riders down with him, and this is the problem. Position, absolutely crucial.
Meanwhile, this is the right-hand turn onto the Poggio. Which team is going to take things up? It's Mate Moric who sets things up from Bahrain Merida. He leads what remains of the peloton, and it is a big peloton containing a lot of the favourites still onto the Poggios. Nibali after him. Vincenzo Nibali looks like he's the next rider to fly out the road. Watch Nibali! He gets past Jean-Pierre Drucker, latches onto Nylands, and Nibali is on the offensive now. And 3 blue jerseys of Quickstep all over the front now. It looks like Julian Alaphilippe is there, and so too is Fabio Zamatini, but Vincenzo Nibali still hasn't been caught, and he's in the barriered section now, Vincenzo Nibali. He'll hear the roar of the Italian crowd. He's counting down the metres. 500 metres to go now for Vincenzo Nibali. Quickstep, essentially, against the Italian. Huge battle to get across to him, but Vincenzo Nibali is within sight of the finish line. Arnaud Demar, Caleb Ewan opens up his sprint. It's a sprint for second. second place though, as Vincenzo Nibali takes his first ever victory in Milan-San Remo, making it back-to-back monuments on Italian soil. The winner of Lombardia thrives here in Milan-San Remo, a trademark attack over the Poggio, and then holding off the rest of the race. Vincenzo Nibali wins another monument, and that arguably was his best ever. A brilliant win from Vincenzo Nibali. And how rare a sight is that in modern cycling, to see a field of world-class sprinters being headed and bested by a climber. Not often you get to see that in modern cycling. Reminiscent of the great days of Merckx and Eno, a Grand Tour winner winning Milan-San Remo.
What a sight to look over your shoulder and see the calibre of the sprinters, and you've left them all behind.
Listen to this reception. Here's the course. It is the longest professional bike race in the calendar, 291 kilometres. Flat to start with, out of Milan, heading in that southerly, southwesterly direction, over the Tocchino Pass before dropping onto the Ligurian coast. And then hugging the coastline, up and over one or two little lumps and bumps before they get to the Cipressa, the first of those two climbs that define the final stage of racing, and then the Poggio, from where there are just 5 kilometres, mostly downhill. So the early breakaway formed, and this is the breakaway. These are also recorded images of the only big climb of the day, the Passo del Turchino, which is a long, very long, slow drag up to the highest points. 251, 250, starting to come down pretty fast, 55.5k to go. 18 kilometres until they hit the foot of the Cipressa. Has not knows that, but it's a furious pace being set behind him.
Look at that, he is rocking and rolling, and the vehicles they're all brought out. He's got that wobbly head. That's a sure sign that the legs are starting to go as well. Oh, look, Sagan, he has come from absolutely nowhere up towards the front. Well, the trouble for Masnada now, the way his legs must be feeling, it's all or nothing. If he backs off, that'll be it. He'll just drop like a stone. And, well, what a valiant effort. He's lasted 6 hours out there, but it's all come down to nothing for the break, and this is now the front of the race all together, but for how much longer?
Getting ready for action, 15.5k to go. Bonifacio has built up a 15-second lead. Bonifacio shows early signs of tying up a little bit, those thick-set sprinter's legs. The attack from the Italian. Labouring a little bit now. Some of the best are really thinking about the race win. Matic Moric, the Slovenian champion who goes for a long one from Bahrain Merida on the right-hand side of the road. How did he get into that group as he goes for home? He has not got a kick on him inside the final kilometre now. A big move from Bahrain Merida. They won the race last year. Can they win it again this year? Matic Moric with Julian Alaphilippe, and that's a problem for him. Alaphilippe, a problem for everyone. Moric leads them round now, and Peter Sagan is right where he wants to be too.
Absolutely perfectly placed at the moment, Sagan, and now there's just a little bit of a standoff, a little bit of cat and mouse.
Brilliant finish to Milan-San Remo. Just a few hundred metres to go. Still anybody's race. Alaphilippe's there. Sagan finds himself on the front, doesn't want to be on the front, looking round. Where's the next attack going to come from?
Vincenzo Nibali is there now.
But how does Nibali win from here? Surely that's impossible. Michael Matthews has suddenly appeared from nowhere as it becomes a track sprint. Simon Clark too. Sagan, and Matic Moric launches his second long-range attack. Alaphilippe on his wheel. Now Nason, Peter Sagan now in fourth wheel. As Alaphilippe gears up now. The big sprint, Alaphilippe hits the front. Nason trying to get on terms. And here comes Alaphilippe to another famous victory. This time he takes a monument in Italy. And it's Milan-San Remo to add to his extraordinary tally of wins. Julian Alaphilippe. There is your top 10. Trenti, 10th place. Simon Clark, once again, another great ride for him. Nibali, 8th to add to his victory last year. Verdi in the top 10 again. Wout van Aert, another learning day for him.
Actually, I have. It's really difficult to realize what I did and what my team did today. They protect me all the day, and Team Leclerc was pulling all the race, and in the final we control. We make the race harder, and I have to do no mistake. I was really focused to control all the attack, and 600 to go. When Maurik want to attack, I say it's now or never, and it's unbelievable. I saw all my teammates after the finish line. Everybody was crying, and I make a big effort in the top of Poggio to make a big selection and to see what can happen. At the end, I was with only a strong rider, and I tried to recover in the downhill. In the last 2K, I say I want to win nothing, no second place anymore.
E ci siamo, signori e signori, ancora applausi per Julian Alaphilippe, Oliver Nasser, Michael Kwiatkowski.